First, the top news headlines. 20 cadres of different underground organizations surrender to Manipur government. Annual Budget 2021 to be the biggest in the history of Delhi government. And 9 die in Kolkata building fire. Chief Minister Prime Minister Modi announced ex gratia for kin of victims. A very good afternoon and welcome to Times of Manipur Television News today at 1 p.m. As a responsible citizen, it is our duty to minimize the spread of coronavirus as much as possible. Wash your hands frequently with soap for at least 20 seconds. Using an alcohol-based sanitizer also helps keep the virus at bay. Avoid touching your eyes, nose and mouth. Avoid stepping out unless absolutely necessary. Always wear a mask before stepping out and even in your own home in the presence of outsiders, as masks have been proven effective in containing the virus. Maintain a social distance of at least 2 meters in public places. This is Loving RIMAI giving you the latest news update. Altogether, 20 cadres from different underground outfits laid down arms before Chief Minister Biren Singh in a homecoming ceremony organized by the State Home Department at the banquet hall of 1st Battalion Manipur Rifles today. The cadres who have joined the mainstream included 16 from Thado People's Liberation Army, TPLA, 2 from UG Group, 1 each from PLA and Pripak Pro. They brought 1 AK-56 rifle, 1 M15 rifle, 1 MK-33 rifle, 1 UZ SMG, 1 Lathot gun, 1 Glock 19 pistol, 6 9mm pistols, 2.32 pistols, 1.22 pistol, and 75 assorted ammunitions. Speaking on the occasion, the Chief Minister said that the central government's development policy for northeastern states had witnessed a sea change ever since Narendra Modi became the Prime Minister of the country. Prime Minister Modi believes in the idea of strong One India having equal development in all the states, Chief Minister Biren said, and added that the central government under his leadership has been constantly working towards bringing development of northeast states at par with other states of the country, and people of the region should acknowledge and appreciate it. The Chief Minister also assured the surrendered cadres that the government would never disappoint them, informing that the state has now a comprehensive surrender cum rehabilitation scheme under which they would get different rehabilitation benefits. The Chief Minister said that the state government would definitely help them in leading a dignified life, having suitable means of livelihood. He also urged all the members of different armed outfits to come to the negotiating table and join the mainstream, stating that peace is very essential to achieve progress and development. Maintaining that Manipur is now on the path of development with hundreds of youth contributing their might in economic growth through entrepreneurship in the past 4 years, the Chief Minister pointed out that all these were possible due to restoration of peace in the state. Ministers, MLAs, top civil, police, paramilitary and army officers were also present at the occasion. Under the revised scheme for surrender cum rehabilitation of militants in the northeast states, 2018 of the Union Ministry of Home Affairs, rehabilitation benefits given to the surrendered cadres included a one-time financial grant of Rs 4 lakh each, which is to be kept in a bank in their names as fixed deposit for a period of 3 years. They will stay in a rehabilitation camp for 3 years, during which they will be paid monthly stipend of Rs 6,000 each. Incentives for surrendered weapons have also been provided.
Ngasi adugumba chilnausina peace ki lambi da halak pir kanda ekoi mayam ga mato ina tawis ekoi nakhoi gi asa mangan loi forever nakhoi gi Manipur bu mangda punana bagi aphaba wakhalon ga loina na lebiri bu pon mayam da khoi mateng pangna bhona ke aduna tai chilnau mayam da once again Manipur da shanti thamse khulai gi lalho bagi Irang lehelagum political solution porkpa political dialogue torka da yamna ingba takpa Manipur mu henba haibase akhoi mayam ri thoni.
The budget for financial year 2021-22 began today. The annual budget for 2021-22 is going to be the biggest in the history of Delhi government. It is also likely to have provisions to promote patriotism, a media report said. The Aam Aadmi Party dispensation presented Rs 65,000 crore budget for the 2020-2021 fiscal that was around 10% more than that of 2019-20. According to media reports, the budget is also expected to have some new announcements besides measures to speed up various projects and schemes delayed due to the coronavirus pandemic. The Kejriwal government is also likely to come up with its roadmap for Delhi by the time the country celebrates its 100th Independence Day. Later this month, the government is likely to launch a 75-week-long celebrations leading up to the Platinum Jubilee of India's independence. Sources say the question hour was shelved because the budget session was called with less than 15 days' time available to inform the MLAs about it. The leader of opposition demanded that the government extends the session for a week to allow the MLAs get answers during the question hour. The budget session will conclude on March 16. Nine emergency responders have died in a fire that broke out at a multi-story building in Kolkata last evening. West Bengal Fire and Emergency Services Minister Sujit Bose confirmed that 4 firefighters, 2 RPF Jawans and 1 Kolkata Police ASI have died in the blaze. The new Koilaghat building on Kolkata's Strand Road, where the fire broke out yesterday, houses offices of the railways. West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee reached the spot last night to oversee rescue efforts. Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee expressed grievances over the incident. She also announced ex gratia of Rs 10 lakh each to the kin of the deceased along with a government job to one family member. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Modi has approved an ex gratia of Rs 2 lakh each from Prime Minister's National Relief Fund (PMNRF) for the next kin of those who have lost their lives due to the tragic fire in Kolkata and Rs 50,000 to those seriously injured. Prime Minister Narendra Modi extended his condolences to the kin of the deceased. Kolkata police was also first alerted about the fire at 6:10 p.m. yesterday. At least 10 fire engines were rushed to the spot and are still working to get the situation under control. The cause of the fire on the 13th floor of the new Koilaghat building is yet to be ascertained. Director of Social Welfare Department Ngangom Uttam expressed concern over the rise in drugs and substance abuse among youths in the state. Manipur State Legal Services Authority and Manipur Commission for Protection of Child Rights today jointly organized a state-level workshop on prevention of drugs and substance abuse amongst children. The workshop will be held in 3 technical sessions. Speaking at the workshop, Social Welfare Director Ngangom Uttam appreciated the support of the masses in the fight against drugs. Uttam asserted that community participation is an indication that the public is against drugs. Uttam added that use of illicit drugs are high among the youth as older people are more aware of the ill effects. The Social Welfare Director stressed on the need for providing counseling and awareness to its section of the society. Chairperson of Manipur Commission for Protection of Child Rights, P.H. Manibabu Sharma, and Deputy Member Secretary of Manipur State Legal Services Authority, S. Sadananda, were also present during the workshop.
Angangsingda aikoina sigumba drug ka mari leinaba awareness program sinba khudingi moibu motivate tawba yaba moigi career option piba yaba career counseling gi topic amamamdi yauhan gadabane na khale kaigino aidi angangsingina nisa sijinarakpa mana nataba lambi da chalakpa matam se kari dono haiba kanda ningba kaiba matam daneba punsida ningba thungaga loi chalodi yaroi ningba kaiba se dum thengnar kaneba aduna aikoigi angangda lairik kanna pau natraga sanaba matamda thawayano sano waina moida pungning thogat piba mai pangnabagi lambi da tambiba sumaina magi punsida mai thirakpa matamda karmaina thengnagadage failure se karmaina face tawgadage karmaina mayoknagadage se su aikoi ahal moina mapa moina mama moina tambigadabane.
Ideal Club Sagoband Tera Kaitel today observed its Platinum Jubilee celebration at the club in Tera. President of the club, R.K. Tombisana, other club members, R.K. Nokusana and Muirangthem Tarun were also present. As a part of the event, founders and late members of the club were honored by presenting simple gifts. General Secretary of Ideal Club, A. Limba, said that the club has been working for the development of the locality since its establishment in 1946.
Ngasi asina sei humdraga manga suraktana Platinum Jubilee hoi pangthok sabane hai ba thor masida khoi atai ga thoidokna khoi manadabida hana thau paibir thau pubiramba hoi halaman singda oina khoi honor tawjabane hana pham paibiramba khoi gi president the secretary na singba halaman singdo hoi kokhola kanda makhoi do oina khoi honor tawjabane Ideal Club ase matamdugi 1946 ta nikhlamba club oiba maramda club asigi member sing je hujik su khoi atopa district ya dagi mayam yawbidana khoi masi local club nate habiduma ai miyam haijage masi khoi Manipur gi oiba se club ne haibasu khoi dum khoi lobi haina okham masiga khoi ai thamjage.
India recorded 1,12,44,786 confirmed COVID-19 cases, including 1,57,930 deaths. A total of 1,08,99,394 people have recuperated from COVID-19 so far. There are 1,87,462 active cases in the country as of date, which comprises 1.67% of the total caseload, the data stated. India's recovery rate continues to rise and now stands at 96.93%. Globally, more than 11.69 crore people have been infected by the coronavirus and 27.21 lakh have died so far. India has begun the second phase of the vaccination drive, in which everyone above 60 years of age and those over 45 years with comorbidities will be able to get the COVID-19 vaccine. India's regulator has granted restricted emergency use approval for 2 vaccines, Covishield and Covaxin. The cumulative number of COVID-19 vaccines doses administered in India has crossed 2.26 crore, according to the Union Health Ministry. Manipur registered 5 new COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours, taking the total tally to 29,296. The state's coronavirus active cases has decreased to 29, while the cumulative number of recovered cases is 28,894, according to COVID-19 Command Control Room. The fresh cases are from Imphal East, Imphal West, Bishnupur and Juribam districts. The recovery rate is 98.62%. The state's death toll remains at 373 for the last 1 month. Altogether, 55 candidates have filed their papers on the penultimate day of filing of nominations for the 47 Assam Assembly seats going to polls in the first phase on March 27. Among the prominent candidates who filed their nominations are Speaker Hitendra Nath Goswami from Jorhat on the BJP ticket, AGP ministers Atul Bora from Bokakhat and Keshav Mahanta from Kaliabor, BJP ministers Ranjit Datta from Behali, Nebam Kumar Dole from Jonai and Sanjoy Kishan from Tinsukia. Assam Pradesh Congress Committee President Ripun Bora from Gopur, Congress Legislative Party Leader Debabrata Saikia from Nazira, AICC Secretary Bhupen Bora from Bipuria and former Congress Minister Pranatik Pukhan from Naharkatia also filed their nominations during the day yesterday. Ibudho Koiro Lakpa VLF and Students Welfare Committee SWFC organized a free medical checkup camp for women at Peja Leitong Community Hall of Tongju, Kanchipur on the occasion of International Women's Day. Around 60 women were treated at the camp and free medications were also distributed. Let's take a short break. Stay tuned for more updates.
Adongi nauriba pikliba angangsingna uthorakpa nungshiba nokningba amadi angakpa thajadaba mawongda uthorakpa top topa thawong sing ubiragadi Aduga karigumba video loshin bihauba leiragadi ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ WhatsApp number 8787475933 da ayukki pung 10 dagina numidang wairam pung 5 faubagi manungda thajinbirau. Nauriba angangsingbu pukning thaugatjaba oina Tom TV na sinkariba akhanaba thauramda adonggi angangisu mapung kanbiu.
Pantoibe Construction Private Limited na miyam gidamak G+2 dagi G+6 ta upgrade tawkraba residential project amakak launch tawjara. Upon Sembam ki 10% amak down payment pibiraga lemoriba 90% aduna chahida 6.99% ki changda thagi installment basis ta thibirak payagan. Ngasi maleng simbiro Pantoibe Construction Private Limited associate company of Pantoibe Housing Finance Company Limited Torambam lekai.
Welcome back after the break. Miracle TCM Group laid the foundation stone for second gold bio-oil pump under Tongbram Construction and Markets Private Limited at Toba Wangkem Bazaar, Poden. Managing Director of TCM Private Limited, CN Tongbram, said the pump will be operational by first week of next month. District Administration Bishnupur, in collaboration with Zonal Educational Officer Bishnupur, Chief Medical Officer Bishnupur and District Program Officer ICDS Bishnupur, also marked International Women's Day at Oinam Government Girls High School yesterday. Deputy Commissioner Bishnupur Nita Arambam, Deputy Inspector of ZEO Office Bishnupur TH Ragumani Singh, Chief Medical Officer Bishnupur L. Gojendra Singh, District Program Officer ICDS Bishnupur TH Shantibala Devi and Headmistress Oinam Government Girls High School TH Nalini Devi were present during the function. As a part of the observation, District Administration under Beti Bachao Beti Parao, 14 meritorious girl students were felicitated for scoring high marks at board and council examinations. Meanwhile, 20 auxiliary nurse midwifery, A&M, 20 Anganwadi workers, 20 ASHA workers, 5 schools of the district producing high rate of successful girl students, 3 school managing committees reducing rate of school dropout, 1 girl student who passed out from government schools and a student who participated in national level Kala Utshav were also feted by the district administration. We'll be back with more updates after the break. Stay tuned.
Panthoibi Construction Private Limited, developing tomorrow presents Panthoibi Green Homes, a destination of luxury living, equipped with modern amenities. Launching on 12th of April 2021. Pre-register starts from 1st of March to get special discount. Panthoibi Green Homes. For more details, kindly contact Panthoibi Construction Private Limited, Uripok Taurang Bamlaika, Imphal.
Yimsa kaisa khudingi numidang pung 8 ta sandokjariba TOMTV gi mahai masin gi thoramda akhanna sandokjaragani mitai mayek. Haukiba matam kharadagi mapung fana sijinaraktuna mahaigi awangba thak fauba mayek asina maru oina sijinarabana maram oiduna tangai fadana khangminnadraba yadraba mayek asi mayam punna khangminnabada TOMTV nasu ngamjaba thodang khara lawsanaba hotnazari mityeng tabiu yumsa kaisa numitki numidang pung 8 TOMTV gi mahai masin.
Welcome back after the break. Women's Studies Center, SK Women's College Nambol and Home Science Association Manipur jointly organized the International Women's Day yesterday at college under the theme Women in Leadership, Achieving an Equal Future in a COVID-19 World. Retired Mass Media Officer, Medical Directorate, Government of Manipur, Home Science Association Manipur, H. Arunada Devi, former Principal of SK Women's College, Dr. N. Joy Kumar, Principal of SK Women's College, Dr. W. Robindro, Director of Women's Studies Center, SKWC Dr. W. Kunjarani, and former member of Municipal Council Nambol Sabal Lekai, L. Surmila Devi were present in the occasion. Former Mizoram Finance Minister and 3-time Congress legislator Lalsota has been appointed as the new vice president of the party. According to reports, Congress President and former Chief Minister Lal Thanhawla yesterday announced Lal Sotar's appointment as the new vice president of the party during a political session at Congress Bhavan in Aizawl. Lal Thanhawla said that the meeting of the party Political Affairs Committee unanimously appointed Lal Sotar to replace the incumbent Vice President H. Liansailova, who resigned last year. Liansailova resigned as Congress Vice President in November last year, citing personal engagement with church ministry. Now let's take a look at the sports news. Mumbai City FC reached their first ever final of the Indian Super League after beating former finalists FC Goa in a hard-fought semi-final second leg at the GMC Stadium, Bambolim yesterday. Mumbai won 6-5 on penalties, 2-2 aggregate against the Goars in the semi-final second leg. Meanwhile, FC Goa wrestled back the advantage and had an opportunity to put more pressure on Mumbai City, but Glenn Martins missed a crucial penalty, after which Roland Borges held his nerves and slotted past FC Goa's shot stopper Naveen Kumar to seal the deal. Notably, Mumbai City FC also finished on top of the league table, winning the League Winners' Shield and booking an AFC Champions League berth. Sergio Lobere's men will face the winner of the second semi-final between ATK Mohun Bagan and Northeast United FC. Let's go through some of the local newspaper headlines. The Shanghai Express, 2 drug and manufacturing labs busted, 3 held. Union Agri Minister opens CAU Regional Agriculture Fair. International Women's Day, status of Manipuri women highlighted. Nishikant Singh honors 300 women on International Women's Day. The People's Chronicle, Union Minister, Chief Minister note progress in agri sector. Family-run brown sugar unit busted. State reports 5 new positive cases. Betel leaves seized from Forest Department vehicle. Police remand of 6 suspects extended. Imphal Free Press, brown sugar manufacturing units busted, 3 held. Manipur opens organic food outlets in Pune, Maharashtra, Bengaluru. 6 persons sent to judicial custody in Kakwa firing incident. ST demand committee to resume agitation. Manipur Mail, Tomar inaugurates model fish farm, addresses fair at CAU. Gender equality needed, says Minister Henry. 5 new COVID cases. Awareness program on child rights protection. HCV, HBV screening camp reaches Thobal under NVHCP. Before we end the bulletin, giving you the headlines once again. "20 cadres of different underground organizations surrender to Manipur government." Annual Budget 2021 to be the biggest in the history of Delhi government. And 9 die in Kolkata building fire. Chief Minister Prime Minister Modi announced ex gratia for kin of victims. That is the end of the bulletin. For the news today at 1 p.m. Stay tuned to Times of Manipur Television News for more updates.